When the technician called me back into his cramped little shop, I thought he was just being polite, but his voice was low, urgent. "Cancel your cards and change the locks immediately," he said. My hand tightened around the counter. What happened? He turned the phone screen toward me. There they were. Messages scheduled for the next morning. One to her mother: "I'll be staying with Daniel from now on. Please don't tell him until we're gone." Another to the bank: "Please close the joint account after today's transfer." And the last one, a message addressed to me: "I'm sorry, but this marriage has suffocated me long enough." It was scheduled for 9 a.m., the same time I was supposed to be at work. I drove home in silence. The city blurred through the windshield. A smear of light and noise that didn't belong to me anymore. I remember gripping the steering wheel so tight my knuckles turned white. Not from anger. From clarity. Because in that moment, everything that hadn't made sense finally did. The late-night yoga classes, the sudden need for privacy. The change in her perfume, something sharp and unfamiliar. She'd been rehearsing her freedom while I was financing it. We met 12 years ago. She was sunlight, the kind that blinded you before it warmed you. I was the quiet type, the one who noticed the details others missed. The way she stirred her coffee counterclockwise. The way she paused before saying, "I love you," like she was tasting the words before committing to them. I mistook hesitation for depth. She mistook kindness for weakness. I gave her everything: the house, the car, the comfort. I built a life around her rhythm, and she choreographed an escape route inside it. That night, I sat at my desk staring at her phone beside me. The glow of the scheduled messages painted the room in soft betrayal. I didn't confront her. Not yet. Emotion makes noise. Revenge requires silence. So, I canceled nothing. I changed nothing. Instead, I made copies, every scheduled message, every thread with Daniel, the family friend who suddenly became indispensable. I traced financial transfers, hotel receipts, secret credit cards. I found everything I needed. I started with the house. The deed was in my name, but she didn't know the mortgage had been refinanced, quietly, 6 months earlier. The new clause stated that if she vacated without notice, she forfeited her equity. Guess who drafted it? My lawyer. After the first time, she accidentally left her phone unlocked and I saw Daniel's name under travel agent. Next came the accounts. I let her transfer the money. All of it. I even helped her with the online banking issues. But what she didn't realize was that the destination account was a controlled one, monitored, traceable, and reversible under fraud investigation. By the time she touched it, it was evidence. The night before the scheduled messages, I slept beside her as if nothing had changed. Her breathing was calm. She was dreaming of leaving me. I was awake, memorizing the sound of her betrayal. At 7 a.m., I got dressed for work like every other day. She smiled, kissed my cheek, told me to drive safe. By 8:30, I was parked a few blocks away, waiting. At 9 o'clock, the messages went out. The one she scheduled to end our life, but I had scheduled my own, a mass email to her family, our friends, and Daniel's wife. Subject line: transparency. Attached were screenshots, timestamps, hotel invoices, and a short note. These messages were scheduled by her. These actions were hers. I only discovered them yesterday. I didn't need to add more. The truth did the speaking. When I walked back into the house that evening, she was on the floor, phone in hand, surrounded by missed calls and unread messages. Her face was pale. "What did you do?" she whispered. I looked around the living room, the one she had designed so perfectly. "I just unscheduled your lies." She stood, trembling. "You've ruined me." I smiled. Not cruelly, but with finality. "No, you ruined us. I just made sure everyone knew who held the match." She left that night, dragging 2 suitcases that used to be mine. Daniel didn't pick up her calls. His wife did. A week later, the fraud report cleared. Every dollar she moved returned to my account. The lawyer called it luck. I called it timing. The locks were changed. The silence restored. Sometimes late at night, I scroll through her old photos, not out of longing, but to study the face of deceit. It reminds me that love without boundaries becomes worship, and worship without awareness becomes blindness. I wasn't blind anymore. People think revenge is about payback. It isn't. It's about correction, restoring the balance between what was taken and what was deserved.